What's up, everybody? Magic, and there he is. Mike Somich is live at Saratoga. Mike Somich, I'm going to throw it to you because we are headed to 7 minutes to the post. Horses just going out on the track for the 9th at Saratoga, the feature race. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Unfortunately, Magic was late kicking this thing off, or else we would have been able to see the horses in the post parade. Man, let me tell you, set piece looks absolutely loaded here. Awesome in the paddock. Public sector looked great too, but set piece looked amazing.
Well, and those are your two big betting favorites. We knew set piece was going to take a lot of money right now. The co-2-1 favorite. Public sector, Mike, 6-1 morning line, now 2-1 co-favorite with set piece. Are you surprised by just how much money he's taken?
I am. I mean, I was thinking we're going to get set piece around 8-5 here, and you're going to see, I don't know, maybe 3-1, 7-2, something like that on public sector. So I'm surprised he's taking that much money right now. We'll see how it kind of shakes out here. A tone 7-1 looks like a pretty good value on the board. I love my boy Wolfie's Ghost, 25-1 in the 2 horse, but probably in a little bit over his head today.
A little bit. He is a good fast horse. I think a good horse for the exotics if he doesn't end up getting the job done here. Atone has already taken some money. He was 10-1 a couple of minutes ago, down to 7-1. So we'll see if he keeps taking some money. But what's the atmosphere like at Saratoga? You're giving us a live view here. What is it like there? Tell folks like Jason who's in the chat.
Yeah, I'm going to pull a quick 360 here. So here's the new paddock bar for everyone who wanted to check it out. They just built this over the winter. It goes right down that trail, which leads to the track for the horses. We'll kind of spin it around over here. You can see the crowd's actually pretty solid for a Friday afternoon. We obviously have a couple stakes races today. There's the famous Sea Hero statue sitting right in the middle of the paddock. And then we've got just the stabling stalls back here. One of the coolest parts about Saratoga is that they have these trees that are all numbered. And the horses just kind of circle around there when they're getting ready to be saddled. So you got these random numbered trees, and that's why you got such a big, beautiful paddock here.
That's pretty awesome there. I love looking at it. It looks like great weather out there, which is always a great thing to see. Have you found Saratoga Slim? Is he there yet?
He left on me, man. I was going to come and meet him here. We haven't seen each other yet. I've seen Vinny. He was able to hook me up with the press pass, be able to get in here. And then I was going to see Saratoga Slim today, but unfortunately got a little delayed going to the track. So I'm going to start walking back here so everyone can kind of see the view of Saratoga, just in case you've never been here before. It's an absolute beautiful track with just picnic tables, an absolute party in the background. It's a blast.
It looks pretty awesome. Let's while you're doing that tour here, Mike, we'll keep you up on the screen here. As far as the tournament goes, it's kind of been over since the Monmouth 7th race. We had one customer, William Moravec, had the 6th Beautiful Star, who's the capped winner of the 7th at Monmouth. It gets him $42 winner and $15.40 to place. That $57.40, Mike, that's good enough alone to put him in the lead for our Racing Dudes tournament. We also have, or he's also cashed a couple of other ones as well. The Racing Dudes not doing as well as we usually do. I will say Jared Welch is representing us the best. He's sitting there in 8th. Dr. Miranda, from her deathbed pretty much, is sitting there right behind him at 9th. She joined at the last second. By the way, I'm the one who gave her the link because I think Jared was trying to lock her out. Mike, you and I, not that great.
No, it's not been wonderful at a couple seconds, couple thirds. I cannot believe that the 7 horse got bet down to the favoritism last race, the Coronation Cup. I was thinking we'd get a decent price there, and then Joel probably gave the worst ride I've ever seen to a turf sprinter in my life on Dairy Name. It's quite frustrating, but what can you do?
He saw us complain about his ride yesterday on the 4th and said, hold my beer. I got something better planned on Friday. So listen, we'll let you go. I know you want to get to the track. There's 3 minutes to post there, but I'm sure we'll see you when the race is over.
Yeah, I'll pop back in, try and get in from the paddock for the next race so we can take a peek at the horses. Meanwhile, I'm going to grab me a Cutwater. They're delicious. You should try one if you haven't.
What is Cutwater?
It's like a seltzer water, but it's with actual alcohol. It's amazing. They're I'll send you a picture.
All right, go enjoy that, Mike. We'll see you in a little bit there. Hi, everybody's waving.
Hey, everybody.
There you go, Mike Somich live at Saratoga. Here we go. We've got 3 minutes to post for this race, and everybody in the chat, thank you so much. I've been seeing you there. Great to have you here. By the way, I have a brand new microphone thanks to Amazon Prime deal. If it sounds a little off or anything, let me know. I literally didn't have a way to test this until we went live. So here we are. Let's take a look. And if you're watching the screen, let me zoom in a bit here to see how everybody's doing. I talked about it before. William Moravec, congratulations to you. I think unless something really nutty happens, you got this locked up, and it's all because of the 7th race at Monmouth with the 6th Beautiful Star. Capped winner. Also had Jewelstone kicking off the 5th. That was a Mike Maker horse stretching out for Luis Saez on turf. That was a pretty logical horse. I was pretty mad I didn't land on that one in that position. As far as it goes here, listen, he's still swinging for the fences. He's got Wolfie's Ghost. His 27-1 Wolfie's Dynaghost is a half brother to, if you remember, Sadler's Joy, a long distance turf router who, after about a mile and a half was just getting started. This is his younger half brother. Extremely different, polar opposite running styles. Wolfie's Dynaghost is a front runner. Sadler's Joy like to spot the field half the course. I think, it's a horse that if they ever decide to try and stretch him out to like a mile and a half race, I think he's going to be really deadly. But that's where we're landing here. Shadi is in the chat, and Shadi, shout out to you. Look at this. She is the top 7. She had 3 of the top 7 entries here. She's rolling with the 4, the 1, and the 7. You are well covered in this race, my friend. You've got the 2 favorites with Set Piece, who's currently 2-1 still. Public Sector, the 7, is 5-2 second choice. And then is it Yes, Yes, It's True? Is that the 4 horse that we're looking at here? Pull up my PPs for the correct day here. Yes and Yes. That I was kind of close there. So she's going with the speed horse there, a long shot. David Donk on turf with Velasquez. This horse is riding a 3-race win streak, all in turf sprints. See what happens going a 2-turn mile on the inner turf course, but drawn inside should be for the. There is so much speed in here. The big question I have is how many horses are going to hit that imaginary wall as they hit the quarter pole there. So very good. Hey, listen, Kevin O, Empress Tigress, very impressive. I agree. Take nothing away from it. I wish that we could have seen that a full field. Twilight Gleaming, I wish we could have seen her. But yes, Empress Tigress, 2 starts, 2 wins. Jonathan Thomas is off to a fantastic start. Jonathan Thomas never gets enough attention, I believe. Maybe this is, he had Catholic Boy who wins the Travers, and he's still, Jonathan Thomas kind of ignored a little bit, kind of like Michael McCarthy. Great trainer, does a really great job. All right, we are going to the post here. Jason says, Mike sounds good. Volume is much better. Thank you. This is 1,000% why I got this. And by the way, Jason is the man responsible for why I look so good in the threads today. So shout out to Jason in the chat. Good to see you. Marla is here. Dr. Tang is here. Yeah, Dr. Tang, who won this 3 weeks ago. We had it last. He was busy trying to cure cancer today, guys. So he donated $10 to the pool after he cleaned up for a lot more than that for winning last time. All right, let's see what happens here in the 9th at Saratoga, going in the gate. Let's run through it. I'm going to try and run through this real quick, see who else everybody's got. Let's see, Breeze, and I don't know if Bree was in the chat, but I know she's usually around. Bree's got the 7 here. Jared's got the 8, Atone. Dr. Miranda's got the 9. Agree with this. It looks like the 7 Public Sector, most common pick here. It looks like. So here's the thing about that. Public Sector was 6-1 in the morning line. It's 5-2 here, and I don't really know. I think it's just kind of not David Aragona's fault. Morning lines are tough. It just wasn't his best morning line. I'll say that here. So all right, we'll pull this back. Take a look. You guys get a nice zoomed in look at my face here on a Friday afternoon. Good luck. Yeah, there we go. So Shadi says, my entry 1 was her pick. Entry 2 used the race to do his top 2 picks. Entry 3, she just YOLO'd. I love it. The fact that Shadi's sitting there with listen, your YOLO is better than my actual attempt. So, and Mike Somich's actual attempt. And, Aaron Halterman's actual attempt. He's down there at the bottom with Nick Sievers. I will shout out to them. They did get off the schneid in the last race at Monmouth. They both, I think, had the winner of that race. So, short price, but they don't have zeros. We were wondering who was going to, if anyone was going to have full straight across zeros like Dr. Tang. Yeah, Marla says, congrats, Shadi. I agree. Congrats. All right, let's get this 10 horse into the gate. Let's get things rolling here at Saratoga. By the way, if let me know if you hear. I'm also curious what kind of background info or sounds you pick up. So if you hear my 14-month-old in the background, let me know. I'll know if I need to play around with some levels a little bit here. All right. Sanctuary City, last one in. Here we go. Good luck if you are playing. Let's see what happens. Public Sector, get back on a winning trail here. Perfect in 3 starts at Saratoga. Love that about him. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 horses go for the lead, and Wolfie's Dynaghost is the first to back off. Didn't expect to see that. Really didn't expect to see Wolfie's Dynaghost sit back in 4th inside of the horses there. You got the lead, Yes and Yes, and Yes and Yes is getting a lone speed 2-turn trip, stretching out. I'm looking at who is that? Kevin Haro there with the 4 as well. Boy, that's looking pretty good. Okay, we'll play with it. There are some levels, Shadi. Thanks, I appreciate it. We'll play with it. He's also throwing a giant tantrum back there. All right, speed's good. We've got the 9 ranging up now on the 4. I've lost public sector. There he is. He's sitting in mid pack. Set piece is last, and it looks like he's just waiting to press go on set piece. Now, inner turf, there he did. He's starting to tell him because it's the inner turf course. It's going to be a tighter turn, and it's going to be quicker to that finish line than they're often used to. Public sector getting a beautiful wide trip. Listen, public sector is going to have zero excuse for this. He's getting everything his own way as far as a trip goes. Set pieces, oh my gosh, set piece is just buried behind horses. If he can get out, he can't get out. Oh my gosh, set piece, a million times the best, the one horse, and can't get out. By the way, there you go. City Man, the New York bred is going to win this race. It's going to be close for second. Ooh, I think public sector got edged. Atone, I think, got second, the 8 horse there. Wow. 8 and 7 right there at the wire. And you know what's great? I was between the 8 and the 7 in the tournament. Went with the 7. Let's go with the 8. All right, let's see who this benefits. Did anybody have the 10? I don't know if I saw. I didn't see a single. I did. There it is. David Feldman. David Feldman, former winner of the tournament, I believe, a while back. The only one with the 10 at 12-1. David Feldman, you, my friend, you're gonna fly way up there. Let's see. David Feldman, I am expecting you. Let's see, how many 8s do we have ahead of you? Because that's what's going to determine. Somich had the 8. Congratulations to Mike Somich there. Jared, I knew, had the 8. That's it. Wow. And I knew I should have switched to the 8. By the way, I made a joke about how I've been poisonous with betting. Switch to the 7 off the 8 there. We'll get back to this and talk about just how bad of a trip that was for set piece in a second. But David Feldman, you are going to shoot up. I don't know if you're going to get top 10. You might get you should be top 8 there. I don't know if how much farther you'll get past that. Jared is going to shoot up here quite a bit. William Moravec, I think you're still safe there at the top. He had Wolfie's Dining Ghost, not an ideal trip for him. But yeah, this is that was an interesting race. All right. Who wants to talk about how bad that was for Seppies? That was just ridiculous. I forgot Joel Rosario was on the 10 City, man. The Racing Dudes team has been so mad at Joel Rosario for his rides at Saratoga so far, including Dairy Name in the Coronation Cup, the race before this. And then he gets the win there. Greg Grayson, did you have the 10? I wonder. David Feldman, there you are. I was wondering if you would be in the chat. Congratulations, that was great. Shadi says yes and yes, hit a wall so hard. Well, yeah, you had a 6 furlong horse that looked good into the second he got challenged. That 4 horse just said, "Nope, I'm done. I'm done trying." Oh, yeah, the Dairy Name ride was awful. Now here's the debate we were having: his ride on that horse versus, was it race 4 yesterday in the opener at Saratoga? That he completely screwed up. We were debating about which one of those two was the worst ride he's had so far at Saratoga, and then he pulls this off. And I don't, you just won a stakes race at Saratoga, a big field. Like, Rosario's a good jockey. He just really makes you want to pull your hair out. If I watched Saratoga all 40 days and watched every race he was in, all this beautiful luscious hair you see on his head would be gone, just pulled right out. I'd look like. I look like Freebeers, honestly, if we're being honest here. Cluster Bomb, Jason says. All right, it's still unofficial here. Great finish there for the horses. Atone, yeah, I was right. Atone did beat Public Sector there. Good return effort from Public Sector. I think maybe we know now he's not a grade 1 horse. He's a grade 3 stakes horse, and that's fine. As a 4-year-old, listen, Chad Brown's got plenty of good horses. Oh boy. All right. Whoops. Sorry about that. Just smacked the microphone. I keep forgetting. I'm used to it being on my head. Now it's down here. So there's something right in front of my face just below screen that keeps smacking around. So, all right. We're official now. I'm going to just sit here and I'm going to pull this down because otherwise it's going to look weird if I keep refreshing it. But let's see. We are official. All right. Who's ready to see how far David Feldman shot up this? Are you ready? David, did you check yet? Check that out. David Feldman, 3rd place with 1 horse there. Shoots up 48.60 because you got, I think what really did it is Atone beating Public Sector for 2nd. You passed all of the Atone folks. In fact, Jared just stayed in place, didn't he? He just stayed in 8th. Yeah, that was it. Was it really that loud? I feel bad if that was true. No whips, no chains, no Magic Mike show. All right, we have got one race bet to go at Saratoga. What I want to do now, because this is the tournament, exactly, Greg. This is perfectly timed in the chat, Greg. Thank you. You're like on fire right now. You and me, we're like we're in sync here. Let's go back and talk about it takes one to do this. And William Moravec, to his credit, he did it twice. But for this type of tournament, for the racing dudes, when you have a course like Saratoga, where 6 of the 10 races today were at Saratoga, which is amazing, the best track in running right now. It's a lot harder. You really, sometimes you got to get lucky. Sometimes you just, you really got to put your thinking cap on. And then a track like Monmouth Park, wacky shit happens. Woodbine, wacky shit happens. Dr. Tang won the tournament last time with the help of a huge bomb at Woodbine. William Moravec, he gets the help of the 6, Beautiful Star, also had Jewel Stone. You see that with those two totals, he has this 860 for Huntmaster at Woodbine placing. He's probably going to win this. The way I think, I don't want to, jinx it for him here, but he's had such a phenomenal lead. It just takes one. You look back at some of let me pull up. I'll just use mine as an example here because I know Dr. Tang was looking at this as too. With Saratoga Race 5, you had the 8th, the Man in the Sea. You've got Lacey Gaudette, who's probably the best trainer in Laurel Park, Maryland circuit, shipping in a horse. Got John Velasquez, a Hall of Fame jockey, still riding at the top of his game. Got him to ride. The horse was 25-1. Felt like a big swing to take. Didn't connect, but if I connect on that 25-1 shot, I'm right up there at the top of William Moravec, right? Because now I've got the captain on. So all of that to say, all it takes is one shot to get up there. We'll see. I'm banking on She's a Wild Joker, the 9 horse, to do it in race 10 here. Probably the way my betting has gone, not going to do it. Also, she's 4-1 right now with the click of the tote there. So I probably don't have a great shot. Let's run through here and see what everybody else has got while we wait for Mike Somich to report back in from the track. Marla throwing in the deep cut. Marla was listening to Magic Mike show earlier. Can we cue Freebird for Magic for doing such a good job? I appreciate. I'll have it queued up later. I just don't want to get demonetized for this one. Shadi, I'm sorry. Shadi went from 3 of the top 7. She's now 3 of the top 9. But Jared passed her entry 3 there with the tone, and then David knocked her out. All right, we got a good showdown here. It looks like everything is still up for grabs from second on down, though Joe Sayer has a pretty good handle. Let's take a look at Joe's, by the way. Joe's sitting there in second. Haven't talked about him all show. Deserves a shot here. He also had Jewel Stone, had Empress Tigress, had Comedic Timing, which was that big favorite at Monmouth Park. He's gone about this. This is another way that you can be successful in these tournaments. He's cashed, he's got a nice place bet there with I Am the Cashman, a nice place bet with the 2, the Uncaptured Lady. My eyes were blurring on that one. And then you're getting nice wins. Empress Tigress was 7-2. Jewel Stone was 6-1. Those nice prices, if you can connect in a tournament like this, when you've got 10, 12 horse fields at Saratoga all over the place and everybody taking all sorts of shots, you connect on a few of those. That's all you need, or one big one, as William Moravec has kept showing us. So that's where we stand right now. Cabanosa Seppi's never in contention. That was so frustrating. If you had bet him or if you were a fan of him, I didn't have any money. I didn't have him in the tournament. But my goodness, how you had to have seen that, right? I mean, look at the horse was screaming for some sort of room to run in this spot. So I'm going to see if I can pull up a replay of that because it's just crazy the amount of trouble Florent Giroux put him. It was Florent, right? He's usually the one who rides for Brad. Yeah. He was coming off that great win in the Dinner Party Stakes at Pimlico on Preakness weekend. Beat a tone by a length and a half in that race. Third off of the layoff. Listen, if you bet set piece, I'm sorry, you should get your money back, and it should come out of Florent Giroux. Should come out of his pocket for that. That was just terrible. All right, race 10. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about anymore. Forget the replay. We're going to move on. Race 10, the finale at Saratoga. Let's see what we've got here. You know what? I'll tell you what. Real quick, I'm going to pull up the Echo Base field because it'd be a little easier if we're going to handicap this. If you're looking at that instead of just the numbers in the tournament here. So bear with me just 1 second here, please. Saratoga on July 15th. How's everybody doing today? Tell me in the chat because we still got some time to kill. Doing it solo. I'd love to have this be a two-way conversation. How's your Saratoga betting been? If you had any big hits or any hits at all, yesterday for me, I'll tell you, was a big case of second-itis. My top pick kept getting second, it seemed. It was still a lot of fun, but it was tough. Well, I had somebody there, and then they disappeared. All right, we'll see if they come back. I heard the noise. I was clicked away. I didn't even see who it was that showed up there. All right. Let me know in the chat, though. I love to see it. All right, hang on. Dr. Tang says someone is alive to $532,000 pick six to the 9. To my 9. Whoever this is, I have the 9 in this race in the tournament. I am so sorry that you are not going to get $500,000. Oh my goodness, you're right. Yeah, that scoops it. And then based off of this, only 2 people have the 5 because the 5 splits it. $266,000 to the 2 people who have the 5. Holy smokes. That's pretty damn awesome. All right, let me go back to his. We'll see who we have or how everybody's doing in here. Greg's with me. He says too many seconds. Mike's at the track. Mike, do you want to? We'll pull out for a second here. Mike, do you want to give us a report at the track?
Yeah, Joe Azar is killing my day here, man. I can't get him right. It's been pretty frustrating here so far. But we're here at the track, walking in the paddock right now, waiting for the 10th race horses to come in here. Hopefully we can show some people some of the horses they have to try and win this tournament.
We had one person in the entire tournament that had the 10. He shot up to 3rd. That was David Feldman, who, if you remember, Mike, has won this before. So we were talking about right after the race, it only takes one real big number horse to get up here and have a real shot in our tournament or in any tournament, right? With as deep as the Saratoga fields are and as many horses there are to choose from, in a tournament like this, you just need one like that.
Well, it's amazing. I mean, when you're playing the Saratoga races, and today we had a pick 6 carryover, $127,000. There are, I believe it's 6 of the 9 carry it to a 2-day carryover, and that just kind of talks to how competitive the racing is, how tough it is to string winners together. We haven't had a favorite that has won since I believe it's race 4. So it's just price after price that's coming home here, making it tough to win. We got the horses walking in right now, so we'll take a peek at them as they come into the paddock here.
We got the race 10, which is going to be their state bred, New York breds, right? Let me pull up my PPs here. We're going 6.5 furlongs on the dirt, optional claimers, second level optional claimers here. The number 2, Russell Veloce, 9-5 favorite, Billy Morey, and Flavian Pratt teaming up. They tried teaming up once at the meet, and it didn't work so far. But we'll see if we can get it done here. Billy Morey is usually a trainer who can get horses to take a step forward. Put down $80,000 for this horse 2 back, and now is in here for $45,000. A little precipitous drop there.
Yeah, this is a tough race. I mean, because you have a couple horses that seem like they should be favorites in the 2 and the 3, but you just kind of don't really trust. And then you have some interesting horses that are a little bit sneaky. I ended up with the 5 here, who's coming down the walk here. It's first off the layoff for Baker, and the workout reports are phenomenal for this horse, which is kind of crazy. The only race that fits is 2 back when he wired the field. There he is, sticking his tongue out at me, saying, "What's up?" When he wired the field and was able to get the job done at a better level than this. Now we're coming back first off the layoff, so that Baker does well. See if we can get him home at a price. I think he was, last I saw, he was 9-1, 10-1, something like that. Oh, I can't hear you, Magic. I think you might be muted.
Sorry, I'm still playing with my blue microphone here.
Look at that, crushing it even here.
The 5, I don't know if you. Well, let's talk about the 9. If the 9 wins, Mike. By the way, the 9 is my pick in the tournament. If the 9 wins, somebody scoops the entire pick 6 pool for $532,000, and if the 5 wins, your 5, 2 people split the pick 6 pool for $266K each. So a lot riding on this race, not just in the tournament.
Yeah, pretty frustrated. I'm not one of those people because we had both these horses, but unfortunately we didn't make it past the turf stakes. Joel, I'm looking at you, and then and then Flo. Let's talk about that ride there on set piece too. Anyway, this is one of the things I mentioned before. You kind of have this cool little setup where you've got the trees and the horses walking around the trees. So this is the 1 and the 2 here. There's your current 9-5 favorite. You mentioned dropping in class, gets Flavian Pratt aboard. He's looking for his first win today, I believe, right, Magic?
Flavian Pratt, yes. Still riding the old goose egg train there. Let's talk about some other horses. So you went with the 5 of Valoron for Charlie Baker and Dylan Davis. Daughter of McLean's Music, making 9 starts. You don't usually get that from McLean's Music horses, so already ahead of the game there. But it seems to be she had that win at 7 furlongs at Saratoga last year at the state bred 1X level. That was a big reason that drew you to her here.
Yeah, I mean, Baker's very good at progressing horses from the 3 to 4-year-old season. The workout reports have been absolutely wonderful for this horse. That race 2 back looked good. There's not a ton of speed in here. I mean, who's going to make the lead? That was one of the biggest problems I saw when I was handicapping the race. The 9's got some speed for Duncan Ortiz on the outside. I expect him to send. I think the 5, if he can be forwardly placed, he's got a shot to wire this field to be able to get out of the gate.
We were going right before you came on, or as you came on, I was asking people in the chat what their Saratoga's been betting has been like. So Kevin says he hit an early pick 5 on a $100 ticket. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, didn't specify, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Greg, just Cindy put him in the black yesterday. That's good. I think a lot of us were throwing black things like hats around when just Cindy won because we like the Dwayne Lucas horse, but that was pretty good. Alex wants to know if we're covering Canterbury Park tomorrow for the late pick 5. We are not, as far as Magic Mike Show or Racing Dudes. We're focused on Saratoga. But if you ask nicely, maybe Mike will send you some picks that he likes at Canterbury.
Yeah, if I were you, I would at Racing Dudes tell Aaron Halterman you want a special carryover preview show for the Canterbury late pick 5. Maybe that could get it done. Every now and then he and I will jump on and do that. It's tough tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually my daughter's birthday, so running around a little bit, but we'll try and make it happen for you because I do love me some carryovers in Canterbury.
Oh, that's right, Greg. Shotty says she's scared with the Joel Rosario roast because guess who's riding the horse for all 3 of her entries? She's riding the Joel Rosario train, the 7th, thinking it over for Ray Handel. Exiting a win, going 6th at Belmont at the State Bred 1X level, now taking a step up to the N2X.
Yeah, we'll go take a peek at him. And honestly, like Rosario is not scary until like the race starts, and then it freaks you out. Either you're going to get an amazing ride, or you're going to get a non-effort. You're not really sure what it's going to be, or I shouldn't say non-effort. You just get a ton of traffic trouble. So it's one or the other, and you're really just kind of trying to figure out what it's going to be. Ray Handel was on fire though, closing out that Belmont meet. So definitely don't mind having him on a horse, having his horse.
Whoa, 7's coming at you too. Heard you talking about it.
That's actually my 5. They're going to saddle the 5.
Oh, okay.
They're going to saddle the 5 like out by the tree versus in the saddling ring. So the paddock has his saddling stalls right here. And generally, if you stay on the grass, you're safe. And then they go out to the trees once they're going to warm up. They're going to actually saddle the 5 here by the 7 and 8 tree, it looks like.
It reminds, it's a little bit like Del Mar. Del Mar doesn't have the trees in the middle for them to circle, but they have them situated in stalls like that. Well suited. It's great. It's another level that just kind of like it reminds me of summer racing when they have the stalls like that for them to get saddled there. Yeah, don't get trampled. By the way, let me ask you this: the paddock bar, everybody behaving themselves?
I mean, I just want Aaron to jump off the 2nd floor at some point. That's pretty much my whole goal in this new paddock bar. We got a beautiful setup over here. It looks awesome. I mean, they still have the 1st floor. You know what? I'll take a trek over there. I think I can make it right now. They still have the 1st floor, so we'll check out the paddock bar over here. You got this 1st floor down low, and then you've got the 2 floors that are coming right up here. So we'll take a peek at this over here.
What's up, boys?
Yeah, as
hey,
you do
Jared.
that, Jared Welch is joining us from the Great Beyond. Jared, people have been asking about you. It's good to see you again.
The COVID patient is alive. Still,
that's the
brutal.
1st floor. There's the 1st floor of the paddock bar. You can find Jared there Whitney weekend, assuming he doesn't have COVID again. And then we've got there's the new 2-story paddock bar. I'm guessing Aaron will jump off of that corner right about there after like the 7th or 8th race if he drinks enough. But it's
probably after his $200 bet on a 3 to 5 doesn't win. That's when Aaron jumps off that corner.
It's pretty cool because when you're following the walk to the races, and I'll stand over here so you can see the horses head out to the track. They're going to walk right around this ring, and they're going to go right down this way. You can see the paddock bar here with everybody. So they're going to walk right by there. So if you're on the 1st floor, the 2nd floor, wherever you are, you can check out the horses right on the way to the track. So it's a great spot. Just trying to get a few more people in there. I think that's the main goal, and it is buzzing today. I'll tell you that much. Happy hour has begun here.
Yeah. Somich, I'm pretty sure, I don't know how it works. I'm pretty sure I'm immune from this recent COVID strand for at least a while. So I should be good. I'm going to be I'll be all kinds of fun at the Whitney because I won't care about COVID because I'm immune to it. So I need you to make sure that we can get, I don't know if they'll let the Racing Dudes on the 2nd floor. We got to make sure we get access to that.
I mean, look, you're an owner of a business, man. Money talks. Just gotta buy your way up there. I'm sure you can make it happen.
Well, we'll see. We might have cut Magic's salary for a month, but we can probably make it work.
I don't know it can get cut any more than it already has been.
I mean, I got to imagine at least 500 on a tone to place there, right, Jared?
Yeah, exactly. I don't see an issue with it, Magic. So, no, I'm here. I'm back. Gotta go clean this house of COVID. All three of us have had COVID the last 7 days or so. So I'm currently in, I think, day 4 of quarantine. So yeah, it's been brutal, but I'm here. I'm glad to see the tournament board, and I was happy to see Halterman finally got a scratched horse that was able to get him on the board. Otherwise, he would still be over. And it looks like Amber, Shoddy, you got like 3 entries, all in the top 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
She's done a wonderful job of staggering her entries. It's one of the things where you get multiple entries, you got to find a way to give yourself a shot. And she's done a wonderful job week after week of giving her a chance to win this thing almost every single time.
Man, it's been a brutal day. I've been kind of trying to follow as best I could, and if I've had an alternate horse that was 7-1 win. I've had a couple 5 to 10 to 1 horses finish second. I'm right there, but unfortunately, even if it's 7 wins in this race, Shoddy, you've got me blocked off. So the one, of course, the leader there. We're all screwed because that 6 that won at Monmouth. Right. So now I'm playing for second and third, and Shoddy, 7 wins. You got me. So that's what it pays to have multiple entries, I guess.
Well, I always told Dr. Tang, because he would always complain, like, oh, my alternate. I'm like, stop playing 1 entry. Play 2 entries. Put your alternates in the other one. And then at the very least, I won't have to hear from you again. And then he starts giving me, like, double alternate calls. Like, oh, my alternate in this one, my alternate in that one. I'm like, this wasn't supposed to happen like this.
Well, I can guarantee you his alternates and his first picks are doing the same in today's tournament.
Yeah, they are. We talked about that. He was too busy curing cancer to play in our tournament today. But it was nice of him to donate $10 back after he robbed us the last tournament for a lot of money.
All right, here we go. We're going to have the post parade here. So if you want to take a last look at your horses, the ones coming through here, we got 6 of these 9 that are going to actually carry it over. Here's your favorite, the 2. There's Flavian Pratt wearing the house silks. When was the last time you wore the house silks? It's been a minute.
Oh, Jesus. That horse is so – whoever bet the 2, you're trashed.
Here's the 3 going by. The 3 is actually the shortest price that double carries the pick 6. So everybody root for the 3 if you're not alive in the tournament. There's the 4 coming through.
Waylon Josie.
So, Jared, who did you end up on here? I'm on the 5. Where'd you end up?
I've got the 7, thinking it over. So that's why Shoddy's got me blocked. I was hoping that Rosario was going to save his win for this race because I was really going to enjoy that, but I guess I was 1 race too late.
I just want to yell at all the jockeys when they're going past you, Somich. I'm glad I remember that you have headphones in because I almost would have made you go deaf a couple of times. Yelling at Flavian.
I'm smart, man. I'm just keeping them in here. I'm not saying a word.
How is
it? Yeah, you all know all this stuff today. There's your 7.
It's been, you can see the crowds growing the last couple hours. So it's kind of like happy hour here. When they get to the later half of the card, everyone starts to really get going. It's a good atmosphere, man. The weather's beautiful. We're talking about like low 80s, sunny, barely a cloud in the sky. So absolutely gorgeous. It's rained once, and that was really yesterday when the skies opened up. But other than that, it's been absolutely beautiful here the entire time. So absolutely no complaints on that front. The crowds have been good. I mean, as someone who's come here for years and years and years, generally this opening weekend, like you have a big crowd on Thursday and then Friday's a little slower. The Friday crowd is pretty solid again here. So everything's looking good here, and it's been good. I mean, I would like to get a couple better rides from Joel last time, but other than that, it's been good.
Yeah, I think we all can say that about Joel. Listen, it's been great. We'll let you get back to trackside there. Enjoy the last. But before you go, real quick, has Joel ridden anything as worse or as bad as Flo rode set piece in that last race?
I mean, go back and watch that Dairy Nane ride, man. He was in last place with a quarter of a mile to go, and he was literally in 5th a quarter of a mile into the race. And the horse closed better than the 8 horse who's coming too. So I still think Dairy Nane wins that race if he is able to get that horse out early, but he did not, and it was a mess, man. It was a mess. But hey, it all gets back to even eventually. You're going to get good rides, you're going to get bad rides. It's all part of racing.
Yeah, all right, Mike. Thanks for all the help, buddy. We'll see you again after the race.
Sounds good. Have a good one, guys.
Thanks. Yeah. All right, there you go. Mike Somich live at Saratoga. This is great. I love that we've been doing this. That we have this ability to do this. It adds a lot to the experience, Jared.
Oh yeah, it's killing me because obviously I'm not there, and and I want to be there, and I will be there later this year. But it's killing me because it's just not. I mean, there's nothing like Saratoga, and I know you need to experience that. But especially being there, I've never been there on opening weekend. You see so many people that are just. It never fails every year, like just revved up, like summer officially starts, when Saratoga starts. And really, there's nothing like that town. You go everywhere. Everyone's there for one reason. It's really amazing. And the weather obviously is a big factor as well. It looks nice. It always is. Well, it's either raining or it's beautiful.
But it's even kind of a place where when it's raining, it's not beautiful as a better, or you want it to be nice conditions, but it does kind of look beautiful. Like when they're not on the track, you just watch the rain fall. You're like, yeah, that's still pretty there. I like that.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird thing with Saratoga. It's like you won't call for rain, then all of a sudden clouds pop up. It'll rain for a little while, then it'll be fine later. So you never know, and you can't really. It's hard to handicap for that from a weather perspective. But anyways, yeah, Whitney is the plan. Maybe you can go with me, Magic. What do you think?
In this race, you mean?
No, you can go with me to the Whitney.
Oh, with you to the Whitney. Sorry, it cut out for a second. Hell yeah. Let's go. It's end of August, right?
By the way, yeah, it's
28th.
check with my travel agent, aka Aaron, to see when that is exactly when I'm going. But they'll be there already, so I'm just gonna fly in. They're gonna meet me at Saratoga, and we're gonna call it a trip. So
that's awesome,
dude. Did you see while we're waiting for this race? Did you see that the coaching club, the probables in the Naira press report?
I have not. What do they got?
So let's see if I can pull it up real fast. Yeah, so the coaching club, this is next Saturday, the 23rd. The coaching club is Butterbean, Nest, Secret Oath. These are all probable. Nest, Secret Oath, and Society. So you got Secret Oath versus Nest in the coaching club. Then in the Shuvie, on the same day, grade 2 Shuvie, you got Bonnie South, Clariere, Crazy Beautiful, Malathot, and Search Results.
Wow.
So 2 big time races next Saturday at the spa.
So you're saying the stars come out at Saratoga. Got it. Yeah.
That's what I heard you guys, which by the way, you did a great job. I'm thinking about retiring from Blinkers Off because you guys do such a good job on there, and I just enjoy listening to it because I edit it every night, whenever. Anyways, it is that, people like to bitch about the small fields. We obviously know how that goes, but it's like when you're talking about short fields and all but if it's a 7-horse field and literally 6 of them could win, what more do you want? What horses are missing in that equation?
The Diana itself just looks like such an awesome race when you have so many talented. I mean, Delika's a good horse, and we all dismissed her and just said the only thing that matters is if she screws up the pace, like presses the pace. And she's a great filly too. Like, a grade 3 race or grade 2 race, any other track, she's going to look like she's got a chance. So
yeah,
it's Saratoga, baby.
Well, it's like you guys, you're like, you guys talked about all, but you're like, well, we talked about all of them, but the Appleby horse, so we might as well talk about that too. You forget about the Appleby horse that happens to be there. So yeah, it truly makes handicapping difficult, especially picking winners. That's why the multis, that's why, Somich has such, it's a very up and down, summer, because you can have huge scores one day just because of, and you don't really need any monster horses. You just need to be right more times. You know what I mean? Like you just need to get a 6-1, an 8-1 home in a sequence and it will pay. So, all right, we are 2 minutes to post here. I guess the one has us locked up. It really is between the 2, David Feldman, Joe, and Shoddy, right? Really?
No, Kevin has got the 4. And Kevin, I've been meaning to get to you, Kevin. I saw you there.
26-1. Okay.
At 26-1. Kevin, I don't know if he might take the whole thing. If the 1 doesn't hit second, Kevin takes the whole thing here.
Unless the 1 were to get second.
Right, and that's the one thing that makes it killer too. And by the way, Dr. Miranda on her deathbed, sitting down there, still holding on. She's got the 4. She might take second or not, take third here. She would take third if the 4 ends up winning as well. So,
yeah, the 4. What did you guys see in this 4?
I think they probably saw a big price tag in the last race.
Yeah,
Waylon Josie.
There, 2 for 80 this distance.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe it's that. I mean, Juan Gomez or Jose Gomez did win. What was it? The first or second race today already, and he's a bug boy, so he's got a Saratoga win. He's got the 5 pound break.
Hasn't been able to break through at this level at Belmont and Aqueduct, and now you're getting into obviously Saratoga. But this isn't the greatest of fields, right?
Right.
It's a allowance non-winners of 2, so in it's state bred, so it's not like it's that difficult to get there with a horse. I don't mind taking a shot in this race. I was kind of hoping we'd get a little bit better price on the 7, but but being that this horse won last time out, it kind of seemed like broke through a little bit. Now you get the Rosario. Can Rosario make it back-to-back wins after you guys just shit all over him all day?
That would be the way things go. I mean, we've already decided that because I have the 9, and the 9 is the payout for the pick 6 for $532,000. The 9's not winning. So whomever that is, I'm so sorry. I wish I'd known you were going to be alive to this. I wouldn't have picked the 9 here.
Yeah. And by the way, someone said so next weekend. Yeah, Kevin. Not only that, you got the Haskell next weekend as well at Monmouth, and Taba is going to be there now for Bob Baffert.
Yep,
that's been confirmed, and of course. You're going to have – who else is going?
Jack Christopher.
Jack Christopher. And is Epicenter, or is he waiting for the – he's going to Saratoga, isn't he? But just the fact that you're getting Jack Christopher and Taba, that's going to be a hell of a battle there as well. So
it's exciting. Yeah, the thing is, we're not even to Saturday Saratoga, and we're all like, man, this is so great. It's like, and then you look at next week, it's like it gets even better. Oh, it's just crazy.
All right, they are getting in the gate. I kind of want to see this 4 just blow up this whole tournament here. That'd be kind of fun. No, I'm sorry, Amber, but it would be kind of funny.
Yaffert has officially retired. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? July 3rd? Yaffert retired?
Yeah, I'm glad he's done. Oh, shit.
Whoa! Well, the 9 went airborne.
He was airborne when the gates broke.
That was crazy. I mean, the 9 already wasn't winning. We determined that, but...
Shit, and he definitely wasn't there. All right, so the 4 is going to have to pass them all.
Wow. Six is in the lead. This is... You really know where the speed was going to be. There's your 7.
7's in a good spot, yeah. A little bit... maybe a little closer than I expected.
Nobody had the 6 in our tournament that I can see. Luis Saez is going to run them off their feet here. Are you kidding? This horse has never done this before.
Look at
this horse's past performance. Now, since Luis Saez was aboard for the maiden breaking effort in 2019, has this horse tried to go gate to wire?
Go the rail, Rosario. Get the rail run.
There you go, 7. There you go, 7.
Is dead.
That 3 is coming.
3? Who is
Polly Magic?
Anybody want to pass horses here?
Wow.
Look at the 4. The 4 just isn't.
Come on, 4. No, 4 is only going to be able to get 3rd, it looks like.
3 at 6 to 1.
Come on, 4, get second. Get second. 4? No, it just didn't happen. No. Wow.
Well,
3-6
Brian Larson is going to shoot up to 2nd, maybe, with that one.
What were the odds on the 3?
6 to 1. So that's going to be a 12.
Yeah. Brian Larson just got 2nd.
Yeah, that's going to shoot him up there. Yeah, that's going to get him to 2nd, I think. So that was a huge.
Switcher has the 3. So what is that? 38. You're definitely top 5, Lori Switzer. I don't know if you'll be good enough to pass Dave Feldman from 26. That might be tough. Who got 2nd? The 6 horse? 6 horse was 27 to 1. Did nobody have the 6?
Nope.
Oh, nobody had this.
Oh, Alterman.
Aaron Alterman had the 6.
Alterman. Oh, that's big. Big time score. He was just waiting, He's saving it for the end there.
Aaron waited till everybody counted him out, and then he dropped it down on the table.
He was 0-4. He had the only way he got anything was in the 8th at Monmouth when he got a scratch toward his backup, his alternate. And
he scratched into the favorite, right?
He scratched into the comedic timing. He won at like $3 is what it paid to win.
Yep.
Yeah, and then gets the 6 here, this long shot. to get 27-1, get second. And so he's going to shoot up. I mean, he'll get some money there. Definitely won't make any difference, but
well, we're going to have to
you got to keep scrolling, Shoddy. That was the problem for me. You got to keep going to find his name. So
we're going to have a delay here on the official because there's an inquiry. They're going to look at the 9 start. So we're not going to get a full. We got a head on view.
It's almost like he held him.
Well, I thought she was already airborne before they broke.
She was. It's almost like he was holding her because she broke up. He held her and then he let go because the gates broke.
Yeah.
So they probably shouldn't have broke that early because they should have tried to get her back down, but kind of just bad timing, I guess.
It was terrible. It was like right as she launched is probably right when the thumb went down on the button to launch it.
And it did no favors for my 7 or the 8 because that horse got squished. They all got squished. They came in. So
yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, no, they just said no action. All right, we should be official here in just a second. I'm going to pull this off the screen just because you don't see it. Keep refreshing, but let's see. We get this thing official here. Boy, that was such a slow race too. Like visually, I was thinking these horses are slow, and then you see they went 25.5, and then they went 7 that last half furlong. I think you and I could have possibly gotten 4th in that last furlong there, Jared.
Well. Yeah, I was like, when Rosario had that 7 close, I thought, well, maybe they're just going slow. Well, they were, but shit, that horse, that was brutal. None of those horses wanted to pass horses at the end.
That's very true. Yeah, the 3 was, I think the 6 just ran out of gas. I think that's why the 3 won. Manny's going, I don't know what happened. I just kept pressing, and the other horse quit on me. Hat tip to Jose Gomez, Bug Boy. Got his first Saratoga win in his first Saratoga mount today, and then gets 3rd here at 29-1 on a horse that was dead last. And we called him in the stretch, right? He didn't get up there to get 2nd, which would have helped Kevin Harrow there a lot. But still, the horse really was coming, and Jose never gave up. So Jose Gomez, I'm going to be watching you moving forward here at Saratoga.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, shit, he's like, what else could I do? He probably got the very most out of that horse that he could. And he's like, the horse obviously wasn't very good at 29-1, but to run 3rd, and like you said, you keep getting rides like that from a guy like that, you're going to start getting better and better horses.
So while we wait for this to go official, Jared, let me ask you your take on Saratoga so far through the first 2 days.
Well, I mean, even though I've been sick, I did not miss that's the thing. You never miss the first race. You got to listen to their office Saratoga. So I made sure to get on for that. And of course, I've watched here and there. I watched replays last night. There's just nothing like it. And like I said earlier, just seeing Somich there and knowing Halterman's on his way, and obviously the slim videos are amazing that he's been doing. Like it gets me. I want to be there, and not just because it's Saratoga, but because the racing is just phenomenal. You just can't. This is such an exciting time of the year, because Saratoga highlights when all these divisions start to really matter, especially the 3-year-old division. I get the Derby stuff, but now we take a break from the Derby, Triple Crown. Now we have to figure out what these horses really are, and you'll find out this summer as they obviously aim towards the Breeders' Cup. So yeah, it's there's nothing like Saratoga, and I know everyone says that it gets old, but seriously, there's nothing like it.
I don't know who says that. I get more excited each year for it, and I still haven't been there to visit yet.
When are you going?
What's that?
Go.
Yeah. Well, the world was kind of turned over the last couple of years. I was supposed to go 2 years ago, and then the world changed its mind on me. Let's take a look here. We are official. We can officially crown, even though it's since the Monmouth race he had it. William Moravec is officially your winner of this Racing Dudes tournament. So congratulations to you, William Moravec. Not a name I recognize playing this tournament before. If you've been in it before, nice. But this is the first time I've ever seen you. So congratulations to you. You get a $150 site credit for horsetourneys.com. And then you also, first place prize, $114.53. That's pretty damn good. Brian Larson getting up there for second. A big reason he had the Jewel Stone there, but then he had Collie Magic, the winner. It does shoot him up to second here. Brian, with that, you get $80.17. And Joe Sayer holds on for third. He also had Jewel Stone, Empress Tigers, and Comedic Timing. Got a little tight there at the end for him, but he holds on for third. Cashes for $34.36. Jared, I believe, did you end up Did you win? You did. Good job. Yeah, you were on top pretty much for the Racing News team all day. You, the best finisher of all of us, you finished 10th there. So thank you for getting out of your deathbed to at least show up and represent us.
I'm a professional at finishing top 10 in this thing. I'm a professional at not getting top 3. So I'm in that perfect sweet spot. I think my best finish was second at one time. I'm really good at picking up points, and I just never seem to be able to break through with that one big horse. It's kind of frustrating, but hey, I wanted you to pull back up the winners. That's what makes the tournament so interesting. Is like you really just need one or two. Like he really did nothing all day other than Jewel Stone in that first race, and then of course the 6 and that.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
It takes two wins or 2 hits, and then you look at Brian Larson. He had Jewel Stone, and then he had the 3. And that's really just you can hit small stuff here and there, but it just takes those stabs, and that's why when you play these tournaments, you have to take those stabs at these horses. And obviously, anytime you can get a horse like Jewel Stone home, that was one of my alternates, which I was just kicking myself. But that when you get a horse like that home and just kick things off, it's things started and ended well for Williams. So yeah, congrats to him.
On that note, Jared, I think it's very telling that the top 3 finishers all had that Jewel Stone, and it wasn't like, here's what's crazy, and to your point, like you got to connect somewhere else, but this was a Mike Maker horse that was 6-1 that you look back with rose-colored glasses, sure, but you can say that horse was very logical. It was your alternate. It was a horse that I tossed off at the last second there. I think a lot of people probably looked at this and considered. You just had to have the balls to make the decision here, and that's what William, Brian, Joe did. You see Shoddy, Dr. Miranda both had the 5. They're finishing up here in the top 12. And you notice nobody below them, the rest of us schmucks down here, we didn't have the 5, and that's why I'm sitting here at 19th. Somich is in 17th. Hats off to Aaron, though. He did get up there. That 6 got him from last to 15th. So, again, this takes 1 or 2.
Bad now. Look at that. $22 for a place. Look at that. That's
it was the capped. So the horse paid, I think, like 27. Yeah, so it capped at 22.
See, he won't even let you log on and say, hey, 15th, didn't do too bad. And like, well, really, you had $0 up into the last 3 races. And you somehow managed to get. So that's the thing. $10, someone asked, $10 to play. And these things, you got to be a premium subscriber. So really, it's anything on our site, any kind of monthly, we have several options you can get. Any kind of premium subscriber gets you entered, and then obviously you just got to pay to enter to the horse tourneys portion of it. But yeah, you'll get a link, and it'll be all in there in the dashboard. And yeah, I mean, like you look at someone like Shoddy, who, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Shoddy, but you kind of got into the premium stuff so you could play in these. And
she did, yeah.
And
that's why she joined.
You've already made your money back, If you win one of these tournaments, and you may basically get close to $300 in site credit and cash, and you can play. Well, hell, you can play 15 more of these if you win one of them. So, just on site credit alone, So yeah, it's just been a fun way, and more than anything, we wanted to do it because we play these tournaments a lot, and obviously, I know from experience of going from not being a tournament player to being a tournament player, it completely changes your way of looking at races and finding long shots. I've become so much better at finding long shots since I've been a tournament player. So hopefully that's the same for everybody listening here as well.
Yeah, great point. I was going to say, if nothing else, I feel a lot more confident picking long shots. Mike and I did the Saratoga Saturday Late Pick 5 today, and there's one race where I'm just like 8-1, 10-1, 12-1, no chalk, nothing single, close to chalk in that race. And that's Saratoga's town, but also this kind of style here. Yeah, there you go, Shoddy. Paid back my first month with the second in the first tournament. Not to
yeah.
Shoddy had the best beginner's luck. Like, beginner's luck is a real thing at the track. She had the best beginner's luck I've ever seen. She was playing, I think, rolling tries with Aaron's picks her first day, and Aaron just happened to have one of his best days ever at Belmont. Shoddy cleaned the F up. It was pretty fun to see.
Yeah, and see, she's taught her a lot to use and find long shots, and that's the way it was. Like, I think we all kind of go into the game when you're just basically handicapping. What's your deal? You're trying to find the winner, right? And so you naturally tend to go towards the lower priced horses, the 2-1s, the 5-2s, the 3-1s, anywhere in that ballpark. But when you start playing these tournaments and you almost you have a blind spot to those horses, and you're only looking at the 5s, 10s, and higher, then you become more diligent on looking at those horses. Whereas you kind of normally have a blind spot towards those horses when you're just trying to pick a winner or play, pick 5 or something. So it completely changes how you look at races. And yeah, I mean, the part of it, and Somich can definitely attest to this, is you're wrong a lot more than you're right when you're playing that style. But when you're right, you're William, and you win one of these tournaments. So there you go.
Hey, Shoddy, Richard says great nickname for horse player. I don't actually know why. Well, Shoddy will have to tell us that sometime. But why she has Shoddy for her screen name here. Real quick, I want to go back. Lori Switzer, I didn't realize you were in the chat, but oh man, you were so close with that 3 Collie Magic, the winner of the end there. You just came up short. But to you, to David Feldman, who's won this before, to everybody else who played this, please come back and join us. We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun if you won some money, but I hope nonetheless you had a good time playing this. We do this show as well, like Jared said. So if you don't want to play tournaments, I'll be honest, I was scared for a long time to try tournaments, but I liked listening to people and kind of being part of the culture. So join us. We'd love to have you for all of that and more here at racingdudes.com and at youtube.com/racingdudes. This weekend, we'll have all of the recaps and reactions to the big stakes action. But for Jared Welch, Aaron Haltman, Mike Somich live at Saratoga, and Saratoga Slim was currently running around pantsless in Saratoga Springs. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back next time. Until then, take care, everybody.